Hey guys, today NIO secured billions. Before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. This really goes a long way. Thank you very much. Yes, NIO just held a press conference announcing that 6 local banks will put up a credit line of 1.4 billion US dollars. Here is why this is extremely bullish for NIO. NIO has just completed an equity deal with Hefei Anhui local government, forming a new entity, NIO China. The investors will be investing an aggregate of 7 billion RMB or 1 billion US dollars. Now that entity, NIO China, has successfully gotten 10.4 billion yuan or 1.5 billion US dollars in credit today. Don't listen to the bears and the short seller. They will tell you taking on debt is something bad for NIO. The truth couldn't be more far from it. My perspective is NIO is entering an aggressive growth mode and has just secured an additional war chest for it. The timing couldn't be any better for NIO. Actually, it is the legacy OEM that are drowning in debt. Look at this chart. Do you hear anything about this in the news or the media? No, all we hear is fear, uncertainty and doubt about NIO and Tesla, whereas in fact it is the old OEM that are billions in debt, with their current business model at risk. A really bad combination. Legacy OEM have been laughing about EV players such as NIO and Tesla burning cash for years. In contrast, NIO and Tesla were smart enough to go all in and invest this money into their technology, into their brand, and into reaching early adopter. In contrast, legacy auto OEM's plan was first to delay and then fund a transition to electric mobility when the market is ripe by subsidizing it through selling an old technology, internal combustion engine cars. Then something unexpected happened. Tesla didn't go bankrupt. NIO did not go bankrupt. And the Roni hit. The lockdown has hit legacy OEM where it hurt the most. With distribution centers shut down, they are not able to sell during a lockdown and their cars are losing value overnight. Worldwide government programs to revive the economy are excluding ICE cars from funding schemes. Car rentals like Hertz went bankrupt, flooding the markets with cheap used cars, eating into the new car sales. Who is buying an ICE car that is losing a resale value instantly, that is not future-proof electric, that is not getting a nice government discount, and a car that needs to be serviced all the times because it's burning fossil fuels? And a car that doesn't get better via software updates after you purchased it. There are 2 major players that can deliver over-the-air software updates connected to your Wi-Fi, making things possible like improving self-driving capabilities, improving range, increasing acceleration, adding new games to your screen. You guessed it, it's Tesla and NIO. Now with the cash lined up, NIO can aggressively expand. My best guess what they are doing with it? Hitting big auto where it hurts the most, car financing. For years this has been the profit center of big auto. Financial services have been the cash cow and profit pool for OEMs. What many do not know, most OEMs are not really making a lot of money from actually manufacturing. The margins can be as low as 1%. Instead, they printed money by leasing the cars out, and this is a big business at risk. It is a ticking time bomb. Look at how many financial receivables those companies have on their balance sheet from leasing out. Now NIO will come in and just do this for EVs, enabling customers to lease the car, in NIO's case even leasing the batteries separately. NIO calls this Battery as a Service or BaaS. It is a smart way to bring down the initial purchase price of a car. Buy the shell of a car, lease the battery, change and swap it as you like. With this, NIO can undercut the price of competitors in the market and make their offering more attractive. And believe me, Chinese companies really know what it means to survive in a challenging competitive environment. Besides all the ways that NIO can spend this new money, there is other reasons why this is extremely bullish. NIO was just on the verge of bankruptcy, and now they are suddenly securing a 1.5 billion US dollar credit line. Usually for startups it is impossible to get a credit line. It shows you how much trust there is that NIO will survive as a business. And it shows the difference of NIO compared to failing startups like Byton. NIO has a CEO that is able to raise cash. This is an invaluable asset because it may not be the last time that NIO needs to tap into the markets to finance its growth. I must admit, I freaked out when Li Bin cancelled the earning calls last year when they promised new funding and it never came. But he proved the skeptics wrong. He put in millions of his own net worth in a time when NIO almost went bankrupt. He raised convertible bonds out of nowhere, possibly making his opponents in fundraising crazy because they were hoping to picking up NIO on the cheap. This puts Li Bin on a level with Elon Musk. Both are heavily invested in their companies. Their personal wealth heavily depends on how their company is doing. And both manage to convince capital markets to open their wallets for them in times of uncertainty. I know, it sounds a little bit one-sided, and I'm telling you this despite the fact that our company is actually doing China-related projects with clients like Audi and Daimler from time to time. It is my honest and straightforward view that I'm sharing, despite the fact that some of our clients may be even watching this. No offense, we still love you, but it's a story that needs to be told. So hey, drop us a line if you want to do a project with us before I retire early with my NIO stock. So with that, enjoy the weekend, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, consider supporting us on Patreon, and stay tuned for more videos on NIO and other Chinese stocks. Thank you very much.